Now I'm going to answer some of your letters. Welcome to Becky's Homestead.
The first one is from Leslie. Hi Becky, I found your website about homesteading and raising chickens and was very impressed. I was wondering if you could give me some insight into what is going on with my small bantam hen. She's about 3 months old and was perfectly healthy up until about 3 days ago, when she started exhibiting some very strange symptoms. She will put her head back against her spine and twist it from side to side repeatedly, staring upwards, sometimes walking backward. So what do you think that is?
I don't know. I really don't know. That could be an internal defect. I mean, that is very odd behavior. And you know, sometimes you get chickens because they just breed gazillions of chickens, that you'll just get one that has something wrong with it, you know, and it'll just act weird like that and eventually die. What I do when I have a chicken like that, I just try to take care of it the best I can and make it comfortable, and you know, it lives as long as it lives. Next one.
The next one's from Arlene. Dear Becky, I found your site about 8 months ago while searching the web for information on chickens. I love the videos and I love you. I have tried several of your recipes. My question is, what do you put on the floor of your chicken coop to replenish the earth?
I don't replenish the earth. I just leave it alone. My chicken coop is built, and it's just built on sand, because where I live, that's what we have down here is sand in Florida. I love sand as a chicken coop floor. It works really good. The chickens like to give themselves a dust bath, and I can sprinkle the diatomaceous earth on the sand. It drains well. There's just a lot of pluses with the sand. So if I lived up north, what I would do is I would put like 1x6s all the way around my coop, and then I would put sand in there. Kind of make it like, you know, not as deep as a sandbox, but kind of like a sandbox. That's what I would do.
The next one is from Victor. Hi Becky, I just want to thank you for all your great and helpful videos. My 9-year-old son and I are in the process of starting our chicken coop in New York. Quick question, how many watts should the ceramic heat emitter be for my baby chicks?
I would get the 100-watt ceramic heater. And also, don't forget to get the temperature regulator. That is a very handy dandy little thing, because you have to lower the temperature 5 degrees once a week. Every 7 days, you lower the temperature 5 degrees, and you can find that little device through my website at beckishomestead.com.
On the favorites page.
Oh yeah.
beckishomestead.com/favorites. Okay. The next one's from Donna. Hi Becky, thank you for all your cool videos. I think I've watched most of the soaping ones, as I am finally going to work with lye. I want to make real soap now, and I'm gathering supplies. What temperature does the oils need to be at? Room temperature?
The oils have to be liquid, of course. So if you're using, you know, if you're making lard soap, and you have to melt the lard until it's a liquid, and then just let it cool down to like about maybe 80 degrees, I would say. You know, you don't want it to start hardening back up. So basically, you know, room temperature, around room temperature would be fine.
Or like coconut oil, it has to be room temperature.
Which is probably about, you know, 80 degrees as well. You know, you figure around there. That's safe to say.
This one is from Lumberjack162. Hi Becky, I'm trying to start growing the majority of the food I eat. And where I live, it rains often and all my crops always get washed out. Do you think raised beds are the way to go?
Raised beds are awesome. I love raised beds, and I have the most success in raised beds personally. So I think that would be well worth trying. Just make sure that your soil drains well if you get a lot of rain. You know, you can mix some sand in with your soil, or just whatever you can think of to make your soil drain well. And then you should do really good with the raised beds.
This one is from Tim Cook, which I assume it's not the Tim Cook of Apple. It's a different Tim Cook. Hello Becky, I love your videos and I have learned a lot from watching them. I was wondering though, since you do live in the country, I assume that you have many wild animals that live around your property. What do you do to try to keep things like snakes away from your livestock? Also, do you ever have any problems with snakes, raccoons, foxes, or any other wild animals messing with your livestock or your cabin? Thank you very much, Tim Cook.
Yes, yes, and yes. You know, those animals live in the world just like we do. So I personally don't view them as this huge, huge problem. At most, there could be a little nuisance that you have to deal with, but it's not a big deal. Always have a couple good farm dogs that live outside 24/7. That is awesome. That will help your farm so much because they will run off any raccoons or possums or fox. They won't want to come around if you have good farm dogs. As far as snakes go, I mean, chickens can kill snakes and they will kill snakes. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes many times. Dogs will kill snakes. You know, my dogs, I've seen them kill snakes. And I have a really, really awesome cat too. He's like just this awesome hunter cat. So he takes care of all the little critters that try to sneak in my cabin, which namely is squirrels. They are little stinkers, but I don't have to worry at all. Murphy, he goes up there and gets them all. So you have to have your pets also have a job on the homestead, and that just makes everything work all together nice and smooth. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Sign up for Becky's Homestead newsletter. Go to beckysHomestead.com and sign up on the right. You'll get articles, news, and specials from Becky every month. Unsubscribe anytime, no spam. If you like this video, click the like button. It really does help us a lot. And if you want to be notified every time we post a new video, click the subscribe button.
Are you going to do some shopping on Amazon? Start by going through our link to get there. You don't pay 1 penny more, but we get a small percentage. The Amazon link is on the top right of beckysHomestead.com. Thanks so much.